All right, evening, good people. Welcome back to Soul Conscious TV. It's your brother Kufu Shabazz. We back again. All right, I'm gonna talk about flat Earth, man. I'm gonna try to run through this as quick as possible, make this as easy as possible because it's really simple, man. And people just try to make it hard. All right, the powers that be try to make this hard. The curious case of water. This is what they can never explain. Why? Water has a law, basically, that it always follows, man. The surface of water is always trying to find level. It's always trying to be level. Water on the lake, water in the sea, water in the pool, water in the glass, water in the classroom. Well, we already know. You should already know they lied to us about a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Uh, Christopher Columbus discovering this Joker, who the true Indians are. It's there's been a lot of lies. All right, water is always level, or it's always trying to find a level. You can shake your water jug up, and that water's gonna keep moving until it find a level surface. Water loves to be level surface. All right. So, with that being said, 75% of this world is water. So, man, just common sense, man. All right. This is a leveler. They put liquid in a leveler. The reason why they put liquid in a leveler because water is always going to be level. It's always going to find level playing ground. All right. You will never see water like this in reality. All right. Water is the key. We wouldn't have to go any further than that, but I got a feeling that we do. We're gonna have to go further than that. We shouldn't have to go no further than water. The Earth is 75% water, and water always finds its level. All right, so but anyway, let's keep it pushing. All right, that's my picture. All right, so Earth and the word heart. Okay, the heart, your heart sits almost directly in the center. All right, Copernicus suggested that the sun, not the earth, was the center of the solar system. Why the reason why they say not the earth is because before Copernicus came along, everybody knew that the earth was the center of the world. You know, people be like, the world don't revolve around you. Well, it really actually does, man. People fucking all right, it really actually do. The stars and these planets and everything is pretty much working for you. All right, but anyway, not the Earth was the center of the solar system, and the Earth revolved around it. This heliocentric model is what is taught today, while the earlier geocentric model of everything revolving around the Earth has been relegated to the historic dustbin. They didn't throw it in the dustbin. They got away with it. I mean, they threw away with it. All right. So what's really interesting is because Earth and heart are an anagram of each other. Both words have the same set of letters. All right, if you just take the H off a heart and put it at the end, you got Earth. You know what I'm saying? Basically, but it is the arrangement of the letters which differs. All right, e.g. dog and God. All right, now some people might say that's blasphemous. You can't say dog and God, but what does a dog do? If you're blind, you get a dog to guide you around. What does God do? God, the God guides you around. A lot of time, man, this is the big play on words or a big game of telephone. You know how you play telephone in school, and it starts off pure and innocent, but by the time you get to the last person, it didn't turn into some whole other stuff. All right. So anyway, yeah, Earth and heart. That's the cool shit right there, man. Earth and heart. It's the same thing. Your heart sits in the center, man. The center chakra is the heart chakra. The earth is the center of all this, man. Bro, let's keep it pushing, man. These are the Freemasons that started the round earth. You got Sir Isaac Newton, Copernicus, Pythagoras. All right. And I'll see them with the either they got the compass is square or they doing some Freemasonic hand gestures. All right. These are the godfathers of Freemasonry. Even the people that went to the moon, man, these niggas is Freemasons. Proud Freemasons, man. I'm not saying anything that's they wouldn't be. They're proud to be Freemasons. Sorry. Anyway, let's keep it pushing. All right, Pythagoras and the round earth. Pythagoras, early Greek philosopher, alluded to a spherical earth. All right, this is way back in 6th century BC, though with some ambiguity. Was among those said to have originated the ideal, but this might reflect on the ancient Greek practice of ascribing every discovery to one another of their ancient wise men. All right, they're not gonna give anybody else credit. They're gonna give their homeboys the credit. You feel me? All right, and before 6th century BC, everybody just knew the Earth was flat and motionless. All right, but let's keep it pushing, man. Sir Isaac Newton, he got hit in the head with an apple. I think it gave him a concussion because he invented this thing called gravity, but he had to because the globe Earth wasn't gonna make no goddamn sense, man. Because somebody was smart enough to look at the globe and be like, okay, what's keeping the water from falling off the bottom? So Sir Isaac Newton, who has the authority as a Freemason and a scholar, quote unquote, to tell you that, oh yeah, it's this magical thing called gravity, all right, which gravity is a theory, has never been proven. All right, and I'm gonna get to this globe. I'm gonna show you some more things about this globe, right? Hopefully it's the next thing, but it's not. All right, Columbus had a globe on a boat, and we all know the story was this nigga was lost. I'm gonna leave that there. All right, so anyway, this is the globe, right? And I was gonna say I got some information about the globe, right? Look at this. Hopefully y'all can see this, man. Globes are not meant for educational purpose, but only decorative purpose. All right, if you gotta read it in Spanish, there you go. Globes are not for educational purpose. Question everything you was taught in school. Why not? Why wouldn't you? Here go the leveler. Just got rid of it. Damn. All right, yeah. But the leveler, I showed you that earlier, man. We gotta go back to it. Water is level. Let me see if I can find one right quick, man. Really quick. Really quick. Yeah. This is a leveler. You want to get your picture super straight, you use a leveler. Why? Because it has liquid in it, and liquid always finds the level. They know that. They don't want you to know that for some reason. I mean, I know why. I know that. Anyway, all right. Let's keep it pushing. The horizon. Horizon meaning straight line. Horizon. Not curvizing, but a horizon. The horizon. All right. Stuff goes over the horizon, and then people's like, oh, see, that proves the earth is flat. All right. See? You don't know what the hell you talking about, man. Earth is round, man. I seen the boat go over the curve. All right, but little do people know you could get a powerful telescope and bring that shit back up, man. All right. Stuff goes over the horizon, but you can bring this shit back in with a telescope. All right, but even telescopes have their limit. Even telescopes have their limit. I gotta say that again. A telescope can't see forever, just like your eyes can't see forever. It's called perspective. This nigga really ain't holding the sun. The right perspective makes the impossible possible. Perspective. That's why you can draw shit like this, because it's all about perspective. All right, we're gonna get a little deeper into this. All right, if you change the way you look at things, the things you look at change. Perspective. Look at this hallway. This is how our eyes work. Our eyes work like a pyramid. That's why the ancestors put the pyramid in the and these scholars is out here. Trying to figure this out. Oh, why did they put the pyramids here? We don't even. Your eyes work like pyramids. I'm gonna break that down a little bit further. It's the mystery of the pyramids. They don't know shit. They don't know shit. They ain't got the power of the ancestors, bro. Your eyes work like pyramids. I'm about to show y'all in the next clip. I want y'all to see these pyramids. Your eyes work like pyramids. All right. And they control your eyes. They control your perception. They control it. Your eyes work like pyramids. Why am I saying that? Why am I saying that? Look down a long hallway. Look down a long hallway. You see how the walls come in? You see how the ceiling comes down? We need a longer hallway than that. You see how the ceiling comes down? It always comes to a point. Everything is coming to a point. The walls are coming in. The ceiling is coming down. The floor is coming up. That's your perspective. When you look down a long hallway, you will see this. Or even a street. You can look down a street. Look down a long street. And you will see. All right, now look how the lights start going down. That's how the sun works too. That's why it looks like the sun is going down past the horizon. But no, that's how our eyes work. All right. If you ever seen a chemtrails show you exactly how the sun works. That plane is flying straight, but the lines will look like they're going down. Even though the plane is flying straight. You know the plane ain't about to land. But the lines look like they're going down, or they look like they're going up, because that's how the sun works. Well, it ain't how the sun works. That's how our eyes work. Our eyes work like pyramids. Everything comes in, all right, to a point. The walls come in, the ceiling comes down, and the floor comes up, and it converges on a specific point. All right. Yes, sir. So let's keep it pushing. Let's keep it pushing. I wish I had that picture of that street. Let me see if I can do that right quick. Yeah. Highways, man. Right here, this is a good one right here. See, then you look at the light. This light is big. As you go down, and you go look down the highway right now. Go look down the highway right now. The ceiling's gonna look like it's coming down, even though you know it's not. The wall's gonna look like they're coming in, like to a point of the pyramid. All right, and the floor is gonna look like it's coming up. But even though we know it's not, but it's perspective. It's all about perspective. All right, chemtrails. Chemtrails prove how the sun works. All right, but we're not gonna really get into that, man. Sun, moon. All right. Hold on. Let me do something real quick. Sun, moon, because this probably looks crazy. And yeah, everybody's gonna be like, well, where's the edge at? You don't need an edge, man. The earth goes on and on and on forever. The reason why I can say that, because ain't nobody ever been past Antarctica. Ain't nobody listen to this podcast right now has been past Antarctica. Why? Because there's an Antarctic treaty. It won't let your ass go past it. You can't go past Antarctica. So we don't know how long this earth goes on. This earth goes on, and it could go on and on forever. This is the universe, the earth universe. Sun, moon. And a race from time. Let me get this right, man. I believe the sun and the moon start their race, it's a race. Okay, the sun and the moon, they're having a race. Every year they have a race. All right, so the sun is very fast. The sun is moving very fast, and the moon is moving slow, like the turtle. The sun is the hare. It's the story of the hare and the turtle. The hare and the tortoise. I apologize. It's the story of the hare and the tortoise. The hare starts off very fast. I mean, it's taking off. It's kicking the turtle's ass. Sun kicks the moon's ass. Only for one thing. Like I told y'all before, the sun takes a break. And it's getting ready to take a break. And Monday, the sun takes a break. December 21st, the sun takes a break. or the 22nd. Yeah, it is the 22nd. December 22nd, the sun takes a break. The sun stops and it drops 1 degree. And it chills out for, for like a 3 days. And then it starts back up again. All right, but by that time, the moon already caught up and kicked his ass. Just like this, the story of the hare and the tortoise. All right, but the sun takes a break just like the hare did in the motherfucking story. But anyway, man, let's keep it pushing, man. Perspective matrix. Your eyes work like a pyramid. All right. Let's keep it pushing, man. This is the ancient cosmology. I'm not gonna really talk about the firmament because I can't see the firmament. I can't touch the firmament. I don't know if that's true or not. All right. I'm just gonna try to deal with stuff that is in our reality right now that we can see, we can touch, we can feel. You know what I'm saying? We can go out and we can use the scientific method and prove to ourselves if this shit is right or not. While we really can explore the Antarctica. All right. Let's do that. All right, Sir Admiral Byrd. Let's get to Sir Admiral Byrd. This is Sir Admiral Byrd. Sir Admiral Byrd is a pilot and an explorer who was taking a trip to Antarctica to see if he can break through the ice wall because he couldn't find a way through the ice wall. So he ended up flying over the wall, and he was said to see extra land the size of the United States over the ice wall. Extra land, y'all mean extra resources. Probably. More than likely. If there's extra land, there's extra resources. See, this is the thing about this world. They preach and they depend on scarcity. There can't be a lot of everything. They ain't tripping on water. It could be a lot of water because ain't nothing they can't hide that from you. You know it's a lot of water. But everything else, they can play your ass like, oh yeah, we ain't got a lot there, so we got to charge you for this. You know what I'm saying? That's why everybody lives in cities. That's why you got to live in a city. They want to funnel everybody to cities and stack everybody on top of each other. But if you drive like 20 miles outside your city limit, you will see that there's plenty of fucking land out here. And you don't have to be stacked on top of nobody. You could go out and get your own land. It's probably cheaper to stay out in a rural area. But they want to stack on top of each other like Hong Kong. Yeah, check out Hong Kong. Hong Kong people live in little bitty apartments, and it's like 5 people living in these apartments, and they got little cages. It's called cage homes. All right, scarcity. That's what it's all about. Yeah, Sir Admiral Byrd, he flew over this shit. All right, so when Sir Admiral Byrd did that, flew over it, and seen the extra land, something, and there's a hole in Antarctica. That's a whole nother story. I ain't gonna touch on that. We ain't gonna touch on that. We ain't gonna touch about that. That's Hollow Earth. That's a good topic too, man. But yeah, so after Sir Admiral Byrd flew over there and he seen what he seen, he came back and he told these people that they had to motherfucking make an Antarctic treaty, the longest lasting treaty. You know, the United States don't get along. They break treaties. Ask the Indians. Ask the black Indians. These motherfuckers break treaties like it ain't, like it's candy. They ain't never it was a commercial back in the day with the little boy. He asked the turtle, how many licks does it take to get to the center of Tootsie Pop? And the turtle looked at him and said, I ain't never made it without biting. Go ask Mr. Owl. That's them. They don't shit. They ain't never had a treaty to last long, but they all agree on this. All right, go try to fly a drone over Antarctica. See what the fuck happened to you. I dare you. The Antarctic Treaty. Y'all look this up, man. I ain't got time to read it, but you know what I'm saying. And just to talk about we could talk about the firmament for a hot second, man. Talk about the firmament for a hot second. Operation Fishbowl was a real thing. All right. Operation Fishbowl was a series of high altitude nuclear tests in 1962 that were carried out by the United States as part of a larger operation, Dominic Nuclear Test Program. All right, they were sending nukes up to try to break the firmament. Operation Fishbowl is a real thing, but I cannot prove the firmament one way or another. I don't know what the firmament is made out of or none of that, so I'm not going to dig too deep into it. But I will tell you that Operation Fishbowl really happened. That was a real operation. All right, so boom. Well, damn, they went to the moon and they got that picture. All right, so they went to the moon and got that picture. The Apollo 11 missing tapes. Why are these? If you're NASA, you get billions of dollars a year, billions with a B a year. How are you losing shit? The Apollo 11, the telemetry data is just missing. I mean, that's like the Three Stooges is running this motherfucker or something. That makes no sense. All right, Apollo 11 missing tapes were those that were recorded from Apollo 11 slow scan television telecast in its raw format on telemetry data tapes at the time of the first moon landing in 1969 and subsequent and they were lost. The data tapes were used to record and transmitted all transmitted data, video as well as telemetry for backup. All right, they lost the tapes. This is Apollo 11. The only reason they went to the moon was to get that picture of the Earth, of the round Earth, and prove it. If they didn't have that picture, man, the debate was still going on. Like they did it in 1969, 1968. They were still it was a lot of people that still thought the Earth was flat. But when they did that in 1969 and went and got that picture, it was like, well, damn, that kind of closed the case. But these niggas, all right. So look, if they went to the moon, why we can't go to the moon now? They can't leave low Earth orbit. And you could ask them. I'm about to show you here in a minute. But let me deal with Gus Grissom right quick because he's next on the list. All right, Gus Grissom was murdered by NASA. Dun dun dun. Gus Grissom, an Apollo astronaut, murdered in 1967. This is before they went. All right, hard evidence confirms astronaut Gus Grissom was murdered by NASA. Apollo astronaut was murdered. All right, hold on. I'm just repeating the same thing right now. So, all right, Gus Grissom. Grissom said he recently was granted access to the charred capsule. All right, so Edward H. Let me go up a little bit. I think I messed this up. All right. The tabloid exclusive by Steve Hers report that Scott Grissom, 48, has gone public with the family's long-held belief. Yeah, his wife and his son, they all believe that Gus Grissom was murdered. I believe it too. All right, he was getting in a capsule to do a test run. He was going to be the first man to go walk on the moon. It was going to be Gus Grissom. All right, and in Indiana, if you go north on 31, there's a whole Aeroplex combine that got Grissom names all on it. All right, they pay respect to Grissom because he's from Indiana, but yeah, they killed that man. All right, so the family is looking into it. All right, killed during Apollo 1, January 27th, 1967. Apollo 1 mission was a simulated launch in preparation for an actual lunar flight. If you just look at the moon, let me say this too, man. If you just look at the moon, most of the time you look at half of it. Sometimes the motherfucker ain't even there. Sometimes 1/4 of it is just lit up. 3/4 of it is blacked out. Where did y'all land it? All right. NASA conducted the Apollo 1 deaths of Grissom, as well as astronauts Yeah, other people died too. Edward H. White and Roger Chaff were the result of an explosive fire that burst from the pure oxygen atmosphere of the capsule. All right. Now, the reason why the Sun is saying that they killed him is because Gus Grissom was quoted saying he testified to Congress that under then current circumstances at NASA, we would never make it to the moon after Grissom murder. All right, Gus Grissom is the one who told him that, man, we ain't going to the moon. He figured it out, and they killed his ass. And they was like, man, we need to bring in some Masons that can keep a goddamn secret. All right, yeah, it was all to get this picture, man, of the blue marble. All right, the only reason they went was to get this picture. All right, yeah, it's the only reason they went up there was to get this picture. All right, and you could tell obviously some of these pictures are CGI. All right, especially that one. Okay. Well, most of these planets that they show you in your textbooks are CGI. You feel me? Most of these planets that they show you are CGI. So what are these planets, man? What is a planet? A planet is just a star, man. It's a wandering star. That's what they used to call it in the old days, in the ancient days, before these fuckers took over. They were wandering stars, and if you follow the pattern that these wandering stars make, they oftentimes made a flower type pattern, all right, which is sacred geometry. Those wandering stars made beautiful sacred geometry patterns. All right. And then the regular stars, the fixed stars, they just follow a pattern. They follow the same pattern. All right. Just a circle. They go around. All right. So let's keep it pushing. August Picard. He's the guy that went up in a balloon. He went up in a hydrogen balloon. He went up pretty high. I'm pretty sure he went up the highest that anybody's ever went. And he said that the Earth looked like a flat disc. All right. Yeah. Now they will. These guys will even tell you. NASA will tell you. NASA staff admits never leaving low Earth orbit yet. All right. But they will tell you that in 1969 they took a fucking trash can to the moon and landed it and came back. They came back. The symbolism of them landing on the moon is crazy. Let me not show y'all Michael Jordan just yet. All right, because the moon and the subconscious. Hold on, let me not even get to that yet. Let me tell you about the subconscious. 95% of brain activity is beyond our consciousness, our conscious awareness. The answer: only 5% of our cognitive capacities is used to observe user behavior. That is 95% non-conscious. All right. How much of our actions are subconscious? 95% of brain activity is beyond our conscious. The subconscious controls 95% of what the brain does. If you smoke cigarettes, it's because of the subconscious. You got to change that. Anything you do, any habit that you do, or anything that you do automatically is controlled by the subconscious, like breathing. If your conscious mind had to control your breathing, you'd be fucking dead. And that's a fact. Because when you go to sleep, what are you going to do? Your subconscious mind controls everything that you do automatically. All right. And that is what the elites want. All right. The moon and the subconscious. The moon and the subconscious. Them landing on the moon was symbolism that they are controlling. That's all they want. That's what they want. That's the goal. That's the treasure, or what the pirates call the booty. The moon and the subconscious. The moon gives a clear understanding of the subconscious reasons that make an individual act in in such a way, all right, like a full moon. People act weird during full moons, all right, subconscious. It enables us to focus on an individual's personality, representing subconscious feelings and hidden motivation. If the moon sign has too many needs, this can cause anxiety or blocks within. All right. So they landed on the moon and they put the flag up there. That was symbolism. But this is symbolism too. And we all know about this. We know about this symbol. Michael Jordan. Everybody think that's a basketball. No, motherfuckers. The Air Jordan logo is a silhouette of a man petting the moon. Man in the moon. Michael Jordan is the moon god. That's why he retired from the Bulls after hitting a shot in Utah, home of Mount Sinai. Michael Jordan, the moon god, the bull god, flying through the air with his tongue out. 6'6" with 6 championships. You watch him at night. Nighttime is the sin time. All right, yeah. That was a lot. Went through a lot. Yeah, perspective, man. Perspective. Eyes work like a pyramid. The ancestors knew that. That's why they put them right there. Well, matter of fact, that's why they put them all over the world. Because they knew what was coming, man. The ancestors knew what was coming, man. The ancestors is geniuses, man. These motherfuckers nowadays, y'all think Albert Einstein and shit just, no. This motherfucker, I'm sorry. Yo, man, peace to the chat. All right, here we go. You saying the earth is flat. Shout out to King David. I'm saying the earth is flat, my brother. Why is the sun and moon and other planets spears? They're not planets. Well, matter of fact, how you know this is a planet? Just because you look up and you see a ball, you think you're on a ball. I'm looking up and I'm looking at a chandelier. I'm looking at a ceiling fan. I don't think I'm walking on the ceiling fan. Just because you look up and you see lights, they're luminaries. They're light. The sun, the moon, they're just light. Ain't nobody living on the sun. Ain't nobody living on the moon. And then you said other planets. As far as you can see, I'm just saying, man, use your own eyes and go outside and look at them stars and look at them planets, because you can see 5 planets with the naked eye. Look at them planets and tell me what you really see. They're just stars. They're just light. And that's the beauty of it. It's light. Light is beautiful, man. You know, they say when you die, they want you to step into the light. Why can't God just be light? Why can't God just be light? Everything is a Freemasonic lie, my brother. That's all I'm saying. Because look at these planets. Matter of fact, let's try to go back through. Let's try to go back through. All right. These planets. Where's these planets there? Let's look at these planets. That's what Venus really look like. All right. Now at the bottom, they show you the fake picture of Venus. Now let's go through a few more. Because I know it looked like I'm setting this up. Now I wanted to let's see, Saturn. Is that a real picture, brother? Or is that CGI? Is that a real picture, brother? That's a cartoon, man. This top 5 facts look realer than this to me. Let's go to another one. Let's do another. Matter of fact, let's stay on Saturn. It's been a while since I did this, man. All right, but now let's go to another one then. They don't want to show us the real picture, but let's go to Jupiter. Since it's about to be the Saturn and Jupiter. It was about to, man, Tuesday or Monday. Yeah, Monday. We about to see Saturn and Jupiter, the conjunction. We about to see it. Is that real? Is this a real picture, brother? Now that look more real because that's what you're gonna see. When you look out there, that's what you're gonna see, man. You're gonna see light. Mars, the red planet. It is red, but it's red light. It's a light with a reddish tint to it. If you really look at Mars, I got a telescope. My telescope it. Shit. It's in the room. Yeah, I got a telescope, man. Go out there and really get you a telescope, bro, and go really look at this. Go really look at it because they are lying to you. Go really look at it. Look at this. This is CGI, man. This is like Shrek. CGI. I'm trying to find you a real picture. Oh, hold on. There we go. That. Yeah, that's really it right there. And can't nobody tell me that these planets ain't nothing but light. And I know I've been talking about aliens, but I'm saying I don't think the aliens is coming from outer space. I think these motherfuckers is underground, if anything, or is a part of this parallel universe. They're these aliens are dimensional beings, like ghosts. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on what you believe. If you believe in ghosts, you go see ghosts. If you believe in aliens, you go see aliens. You believe in Jesus Christ, you go see Jesus Christ. But yeah, let's do Mars right quick before we get out of here. Let's look at Mars. Mars, there go the red planet. There ain't no stars around it, nothing. It's just black as shit. A lot of CGI, man. And they all look different. Why do all of these look different? All these are Mars. All of them look different. This is Mars. Oh, but this might be Mars. But this might be. This is really Mars right here. Man, come on, man. Let's see if we can find a real picture of Mars. These motherfuckers. Oh, wait, stop bullshitting with us, man. I can't even get a real picture of Mars, man. That's it. These niggas ain't even been to the moon, man. They can't even. I'm gonna show you something too. Show you a rocket launching out too, man. Let me try to find a real picture of Mars of shit. It'll take all day to do that. They won't. They will not show it. Yeah, here we go. You get your telescope out, or you get this. Well, they don't even sell this camera no more because everybody was. They don't even sell this camera no more because everybody was pulling this up, man. And we was looking at these stars, and man, they look at shit like the CGI photos that they show us. All right, so that's that. That's a more accurate picture of Mars, man. It's just light, man, with a reddish tint. That's Mars. It's a star. It looks the same as a star. You look at a star and you look at these planets, you really can't hardly tell the difference. But on December 21st, we all gonna see stars and planets, and it's gonna be hard to tell the difference. I'm gonna have to show y'all which is Jupiter and Saturn, how they combine. All right, but let's watch a launch. Let's really watch a launch right quick. I don't want that fucking Flight X shit. I want to see a real launch, man. I want to see him really launch, man. We gotta type in NASA, because what's gonna happen is what goes up must come down, man. They're not fucking with the laws of physics, man. And look, they didn't got rid of all the NASA. They didn't got rid of all the NASA photos, man. Let's go to YouTube. Try that. Let's try there. These people lied your whole life. Hold on. Let's do this, man. NASA. Need one from like the 80s, man. They see this coming, man. They've been on top of this. Okay, here we go. This is it.
Turn.
This nigga's already up there. Shit.
10 seconds away from sun. Atlanta's almost 2 miles in altitude.
Let me ask y'all a question though, right quick. If you was going to outer space, how would you get there? That's my question. How would you get to outer space?
20.
Firing chain is armed. Sound suppression water system activated. T-minus 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 3, 2, 1, 0.
And liftoff of Space Shuttle Atlantis on the mission to build, resupply, and to do research on the International Space Station.
Houston now controlling. Atlantis begins its penultimate journey to shore up the International Space Station. Atlantis now in the proper alignment for its 8.5-minute ride to orbit. 4.5 million pounds of hardware and humans taking aim on the International Outpost. 30 seconds into the flight.
You see it. You see it turn. You see it. It ain't going. A rocket do not shoot straight out to space. A rocket has to curve like it's doing,
now throttling back to 72% of rated
and it's
going into the bucket, reducing the stress on the shuttle as it breaks.
Go around the supposed round Earth 2 or 3 times, and then it launches itself out there. You will never see it go out to space.
Miles an hour. The speed of Atlantis right now, 6 miles in altitude, 9 miles.
That's why they put that plane on top of that rocket, because it's really a plane. They think they fooling somebody, but we smarter than that.
The throttle up call acknowledged by Commander Charlie Hobaugh, joined on the flight deck by pilot Butch Wilmore.
What goes up must come down, man. You are not fucking with physics.
Down on the mid-deck are Mike Foreman and Bobby Satcher, kicking off their work week with a Monday commute to orbit.
I'm trying to show a
30
picture.
seconds into the flight, Atlanta's 13 miles in altitude, 15 miles downrange, traveling almost 2,000 miles an hour.
I'm gonna go back to it. Give them some time to do their thing.
3 good auxiliary power units, 3 good fuel cells, 3 good main engines. One minute, 50 seconds into the flight.
This is
10
it.
seconds away from solid rocket booster separation.
They think they fooling somebody. That's how it works, bro. That's how rocket launch work. They don't just shoot straight out. They got to go around the Earth,
Booster officer confirms staging a good
gain enough
rocket booster
speed, and then shoot to outer
separation.
space.
Converging. Atlanta steering into
If
the
you
center
believe
lane
it.
of Highway 129 en route to the International Space Station. 2 minutes, 20 seconds into the flight, 34 miles in altitude, 48 miles downrange. Atlanta's traveling 3,200 miles an hour. The propulsion officer in mission control reports that the orbital maneuvering system engines have ignited. Atlanta's kicking on the afterburners. Atlanta's flying on the singular power of its 3 liquid fuel main engines, draining about a half for Atlanta's, providing cooling for the
Try to
shuttle.
skip.
That call up from Capcom Chris Ferguson indicating that Atlantis can now make minimal orbital altitude targets in the event of an engine failure. However, all 3 engines continue to perform normally, as do the auxiliary power units and the 3 power-producing fuel cells. 5.5 minutes into the flight, Atlantis now 67 miles in altitude, 312 miles downrange, traveling almost 8,000 miles an hour.
Thanks for a single engine booster.
Hey, remember,
Beginning to roll to a
NASA
heads-up
gets
position,
billions of dollars a year.
swiveling,
What are they doing with that
enabling
money?
to move
Hold
to a
on.
heads-up position above its
What
fuel
are they
tank,
doing
gaining
with
more
them
favorable
billions and
indications
billions
of
of
the tracking and
dollars?
data relay satellite system as it heads uphill.
They flooding our asses out.
Single engine Zaragoza 104.
Nice to meet you. Single engine Zaragoza 104.
That call from Capcom Chris Ferguson to Commander Charlie Hobaugh indicating that Atlantis can make normal orbital cutoff targets in the event of an engine failure.
Go for the pitch.
Okay, nominal shutdown. Go for plus X. Go for the pitch.
Now 6 minutes 45 seconds into the flight. Atlantis 66
There we
miles in
go, man. This
altitude,
is my
almost
guy right here.
500
Right,
miles downrange.
let me stop this.
This
Let's look at
is
what
the
was that.
shuttle's fuel
11,000
tank.
miles an hour.
It may only be 130 miles to space, but to cover that
What are they
distance, the engines will use 500,000 gallons of fuel, and that works out at 2 feet to the gallon.
Remember,
This place in the wetlands of Mississippi. The first thing they installed was a huge loudspeaker, through which they played white noise to simulate the sound of a rocket.
assholes.
They then sent a number of trucks in different directions out into the wilderness, and the drivers were ordered to stop when the noise levels became acceptable. This gave them an imaginary boundary line, and anyone living on the inside of it was offered a simple choice. Stay and you'll never hear another television program as long as you live, or take the NASA shilling and get out. No one stayed, and NASA ended up with exactly what it wanted: 125,000 acres of nothing. They even had to move 5 cemeteries, because the noise they were planning on making would wake the dead. Don't worry if you can't hear what I'm saying. I couldn't even hear myself. This is the loudest sound you could possibly conceive. And as it turns out, the cleanest. Now, the most amazing thing is that cloud up there, which was generated by the engine, is just a mixture of hydrogen and oxygen. It's water vapor. And in about an hour's time, someone in Mississippi is going to get wet washing. It will actually rain.
Houston, we got a problem. Remember when Houston got flooded out? Oh, they are geoengineering. And look, I don't know how many conspiracy people would have told y'all that they be geoengineering, but how many people have actually showed you these motherfuckers actually making it rain? And NASA doing it. And most of them conspiracy theorists or truthers or whatever you want to call them, they probably defending NASA. They say I'm crazy. But I'm sitting up here showing you NASA makes it rain. NASA get $billions a month, $1 billion a year to fucking flood us out, make it rain, control the weather, geoengineering. That's what they're doing with the money.
I told you, it's raining. That's unbelievable.
You know what I mean?
Oh, NASA's playing God. It's making it so.
Did you hear what he said? NASA's playing God. I couldn't have said it better myself.
Weather.
NASA is fucking playing God, man. Peace to the family. Soul Consciousness TV, man. Please thumb up the video, man. Love y'all, man. We out of here. I see flying circles. You know, it's people from I've seen the real stars through a telescope, so I know those aren't real. Okay, all right, bro. All right. We on the same page, King Dave, man. My dude, man. I'm gonna check you out later, though, bro, man. Peace to y'all, man. Shit. Tomorrow Saturday, man. I got the day off, so shit. I'm gonna be on here probably early, man. Probably 3 o'clock, man. I'm gonna holler at y'all, man. Peace.